Hello friends, followers, channel members, Happy New Year. Hope you've had a fantastic Christmas and break over the festive holidays if you were lucky enough to get one of those. We're back, here we are in the Airbus 319, kicking off our first stream of 2026. We are in Gatwick, we're heading up to Aberdeen where I believe it has been snowing. It was not as bad now as it was at the start of the week and over the weekend, so we should be fine. We should get in tonight. I've just seen someone ask in the chat, is there winter in the UK? Yeah, for about 6 months of the year. Yeah, great to be with you all tonight, and hope you are doing well. Shout out to everyone who's coming in this evening. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, Mountain Streams is on Twitch. Thank you for joining us, watching us from Spain, where I'm going to guess it's warmer there than it is just here. So welcome everyone. Pack Andrew, good to see you as always. Yes, there is air traffic control, certainly around the London area, that's for sure. And other guys coming in as well. Hey, Callum, Maris, and Volo Films Drone, good evening to you. ADRJDR as well. Aviator 1, good evening. Loose Gaming, plain old George. There's nothing plain about you, George. Thank you for joining us as well. Yeah, haven't seen you for a while, so it's great to see you tonight. I hope you've got something nice for dinner in front of the telly as well. Who else we got in the chat? We've got Christopher 12. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. One Foxy Bingo Gav is also on Twitch. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. WNX David 990. Good evening, mate. Hope you're doing well. Callum, is the RTX 3060 good for Flight Sim 24? Well, I seem to manage okay, and I stream on it as well, so it can't be too bad, can it? Aviator 1, is there a new Discord link? I wasn't aware that one had expired, to be honest, but we'll look into that and try and get another one sorted. I'm pretty certain that ones on the videos should work, but if not, I might need to update those. Ramazan, good evening to you. So we are on VATSIM as always. I have just discovered a slight issue though. I have just discovered, for some reason, whether it's a Fenix issue or a hardware issue, I've got I've got no idea why. The radio's not working. It's dead. Not to worry though, because I can sort of cheat a little bit with vPilot, and we use that to tune air traffic control and things. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that too much. We can work around it. We've got cabin crew on tonight. I don't know who's on tonight actually. Mark is in the chat. Mark, also known as Dark Fury. Good evening, my friend. Hope you're well. Happy New Year to you. Roy Marks, good to see you as well. Awesome. So, as I said, we're off to Aberdeen tonight, where it's a little bit chilly. I've just done a weather request, actually. I want to see what the weather's actually doing in Aberdeen. So, I've actually got any information from there. Oh, I've got a load sheet. I'll check that in a minute. What's happening in Aberdeen at the moment? So, at the moment, we have got 320 at 7. Oh, we're probably going to change runways then. Our flight plan's got us landing on runway 16, I think it is. So, yeah, we'll not be doing that. Visibility is okay. Light rain, scattered 400, broken 23, broken 39. It's cold. It's very cold. Oh, and temporary snow as well. There we are. QNH 995. So, yeah, it's the kind of night where we don't take just the plug fuel. We always take a little bit more in case we can't get in and we have to divert to somewhere warmer. Somewhere warmer like Glasgow. Yeah, it should be good fun tonight. We'll see what happens. So before I go any further, let me just get information from the load sheet. So I'll accept that. Who's on the flight deck with us tonight? Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Who's in the cabin for us on tonight's flight? I don't think it's our lovely Caroline tonight. I think it's someone different. She's on holiday still, clearly. Who've we got? Anybody?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Easyjet UK Flight 859 from London Gatwick to Aberdeen Dice. We're thrilled to have you with us today.
It doesn't sound it.
By thrilled, I mean Our esteemed pilot up front is probably flying with one hand while trying to read the manual with the other. So if you feel any sudden drops, just remember, it's all part of the experience. As we reach our cruise level of 38,000 feet, feel free to visit our shop for some overpriced snacks, because who doesn't love paying for food while being hurled through the sky? And if you have any complaints, just know that I'm here for the next 7 days straight, so feel free to vent. Oops, wrong.
Well, he sounds like a delightful fellow. Let's grab the 80s for London Gatwick. Whilst we're doing that, I'll just check that we've got everything set up as needed. So, bear with me 1 minute. What is our frequency for 80s? I'm going to have to do this manually. Hang on a minute. Just
Continues on Gatwick ground 121.805. Data link clearances are available. Surface wind 2105 knots. Variable between 170 and 230 degrees. Cav OK. Temperature +3. Dew point +1. QNH 1013. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Okay, so that's all I need out of that. Yeah, so overhead's fine, and what we've got down here is spoilers, flaps, parking brake, thrust levers are idle, engine mode master selection, that's fine as well. We are squawking 2,000, so well and good. 1013, that's all set. And just check, we're monitoring the guard frequency. We are, yeah, so what's broken with this? Yeah, can't actually change frequency there, but doesn't matter. So we'll just make sure we're monitoring that. And we're monitoring guard frequency, yes we are. Switching panel is fine. Okay, all is good. Simon says that the purser would be happy if he was flying British Airways. Nah, never. Andrew, good evening to you from rural Aberdeenshire. Says got liberated by a snowplow today after 5 days of being blocked in. Oh my god. Lots of sim flying instead of real flying. Indeed. So, hey DC, good to see you as well. Let's have a look at the operational flight plan for our flight. We'll zip through that. We're generally quite full tonight. Lots of people wanting to go up to Scotland this evening. Underloaded by about 2.3 tonne. And we've got the alternate of where's that? That's Edinburgh, isn't it? Alternate of Edinburgh, normal cost index of 4. Headwind slowing us down today. We're going to be above the weather because we're going to be above the tropo, planning 38,000 feet, so that's okay. Shear rate is fine. Off 26 left. Original plan had it coming in on 16. I think that's probably going to change. I reckon we're going to get in on a different runway, but we'll plan this as well just for fuel planning. The opposite runway is actually better for us because it's a little bit more direct to save a bit of fuel, particularly if we can't get in and then have to go somewhere else, so that's alright. The plug fuel is 5.7. I've already done a quick calculation before. I'm not going to take 5.7 because of the weather that we've got. I'm going to take 7 tons of fuel, so that's the plan, which is about 1.5 tons extra, so that's alright. CNR is 2.3. If we just have a look at the weather there, the forecast isn't great. There is also a very small chance of winds getting up a little bit as well this evening. You can just see down there at the bottom, but it's prop 30, so actually that's now tomorrow morning. That was a little bit later on this evening, so that weather's been pushed back, so that's alright. It's probably going to be okay. A small chance of really strong snow as well. So yeah, well, see if we can get in. I have already done a dispatch landing calculation as well for this flight. With 7 tons of fuel, we can get in. We're below the regulated landing weight. Actually, there's no regulated landing weight for this aircraft. It's 319. We're a little bit smaller, so we're okay. Flight log, yeah, not bothered about that. Quick check on the NOTAMs for Gatwick. Nothing there. And runway 16's Pappies are out of service. Obviously not in the sim, but in real world, there's no Pappies there for runway 16, which, if it's snowing, that could be interesting. In real life, of course. We have... Why haven't we got any alternates listed there? I must have not done that properly when I was setting up the flight plan, but Yeah, so alternate is Edinburgh, which to be fair is a good shout, and it's viable alternate as well, looking at what we've got just here. So Mark, celebrating 54 months of channel membership. Mark, that is incredible support. Thank you so much. God, that seems like forever. Isn't Gatwick closed due to 1 millimetre of snowfall? Everything in London closes with a mil of snowfall. J-Hog's in the chat as well. Good evening to you, J-Hog. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I should have 4 alternates. I haven't got 4 alternates. I've got 1 alternate. But, yeah, to be fair, that is fine. The fresh chat, am I using GSX for the refueling? Yes, I am. I haven't updated GSX for a while, so I hope that's going to work. Wind information, weather chart. Yeah, so that's our flight route, and we've got a little bit of turbulence up to 18. Sorry, a little bit of icing up to flight level 180, and then maybe a little bit of turbulence as well throughout the flight. Although that turbulence goes all the way up to flight level 400. So. Just has the potential to be bumpy. There's nothing really out of the ordinary there, is there, for this time of year? Okay, great. Happy with that. Hey, Chris, is it chilly up north? I tell you it is. I keep having to put the heating on. And I've got a coat on. No, I haven't really, but I have got a hoodie on to keep us warm. So, yeah, happy with that. Know what fuel I want. Let me see now. So we'll mention GSX a minute ago. See if this works. So I want to take, what did I say? We're going to take 7 tons fuel. Get that selected. And GSX boarding and refueling. So is GSX going to work? Let's have a quick look. The doors are opening down below, so I think that is affirmative. Fantastic. We are on VATSIM indeed, Kids Have a Place. So yeah. And French Arms 1740 says hi from France. Hope it's not too chilly where you are. Thank you for joining us. Cool. Okay, so with all of that sort of in place, let's start setting up the box then. So we'll just check first of all the IRS. We've got our 3 nav greens, aircraft status, check that, valid AirX cycle as well, so that's cool. Right, onto the init request. Hope this will come through. On stream says, from what point do you start your stream? Just after turning on the batteries. Never seen a cold and dark stick initially. Do you know what? Back when I was doing like a flight in a morning, a long time ago, since I did an early morning stream, but we always did cold and dark just because that was the thing. But at this time of day, you wouldn't be doing a cold and dark flight because the aircraft wouldn't be cold and dark. It would have been flying all day. So we're just, always trying to keep it real a little bit. What's that call sign? Easy 537 Echo. That's not the easiest. That doesn't flow off the tongue, does it? Ground temperature here is 15 degrees. Surely not. Have I got live weather set? No. Now we've got live weather set. And it's suddenly 20 degrees. Oh, there we go. What are we going to settle at? 4 degrees. Fine. So, ground temperature is 4 degrees. The Tropo is, what was it? 30, or call it 36,000. We're not going to quibble over 2 feet. And let's get our winds uploaded. Darcy Prince, hello from Madrid. Hopefully it's nice and warm there as well. I say nice and warm. Warmer than what we've got, 4 degrees here. I don't think it's 4 degrees where I am, though. It must be a little bit warmer down in London. IRS in it, we'll just check the IRS line 5196 north and 103 west. We are stand 48 right this evening and planning a flight 380 with a temperature of minus 59. Sebastian says the live weather seems to be broken lately. He's using Active Sky. Is it broken? Anybody else having issues with the weather? I can't say as I have recently. Can you not choose your own call sign? I don't choose the call sign. I base them on real world call signs, so keeping it real there. Lamborn 6 Mike, I love this departure. You get a beautiful view of London. If it's a clear night tonight, then sit on the left hand side of the aircraft. It looks great. And we are going to do the ILS. Well, we're planned ILS 16. I think we're going to end up doing ILS 34. I'll check the minimums of the both. I can't remember them off by heart. So that's Aberdeen 1 and there. So there are no stars anyway, so we'll just insert that. That gives us a distance of 436. I've got 434 there. Let me just check that looks acceptable. So that's our departure. Straight out then over the city of London. Looks beautiful. Straight up, you'll recognise some of these waypoints, I'm sure. Flying pretty much straight over my house round here, Mammal, and Upton. And then over to the north, Gurley, that's Newcastle way. And then we've got discontinuity. Let me just clear that out. And then, yeah, that is the arrival in and around for approach to runway 16. As I said, because the wind's changed, I think we're going to be coming in on the opposite runway, which is a more direct, straight-in approach. So that's okay. Plain old George, do I set the cost index to auto on SimBrief? No, I base it on EasyJet in real life because SimBrief gives you... I don't even know how SimBrief works them out. I think it just guesses. So yeah. Christopher says he flew in Belgium today and there was no snow. Oh, okay. Is that with regards to flight sim weather working or not working, as the case may be? So yeah, I'm happy with that. That all looks fine. Radnav page, I'll get Mayfield VOR in there, and of course we'll have Lambourne as well. Okay, put those two in, that's fine. And let's do the init B page. Alright, so our zero fuel weight for the flight today is I've not told the camera crew. Hey guys, if you haven't done already, we're happy for you to start boarding. I've just noticed we haven't got any refueling going on, so why is that not happening? Someone mentioned about refueling not working. Seems like it might not be. It always used to work.
Welcome aboard Easyjet UK
So,
flight 859 from London Gatwick to
not quite sure
Aberdeen.
what's happening there.
We're just thrilled to have you here.
Doors are open.
Or at least I am, while our esteemed pilot up front is probably trying to remember which button to press next.
Definitely.
As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure your seatbelts are fastened, because who knows what kind of roller coaster ride we're in for with these pilots. And if you feel the need to complain about anything, just know that I'll be here for the next week straight, listening to your grievances, while my colleagues are probably off doing who knows what. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Or don't, because honestly, it's not like I care. Oops, wrong.
DC Kurt celebrating 50 months of channel membership, mate. Thank you so much for your support for that time, DC, as well. Says good evening from a cold and white Belgium. Oh, it is snowing in Belgium, right? Fair enough then. Hazard says he also had the same bug about 30 minutes ago. Is that with the fuel? Yeah, not quite sure what is going on there, but there we go. Flashy, happy new year to you. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Right, so I've just been programming the box. Actually, refueling is working now. Look, there we go. Maybe the refuelers were just busy. That's quite realistic. Seatbelt signs are not on, are they? No, they're not. That's fine then. Cool. So yeah, I'm taking 7 tons of fuel, which then means we've got a takeoff weight of 63. Lovely. That's an extra 42 minutes of sort of flight time, 1.4 tons, so plenty to decide what we're doing. Plain old George has concerns about the cabin manager. Yeah, maybe he has been on Ryanair too much dark. And Sebastian's saying in Holland we've had 7... I mean, Amsterdam's a mess, isn't it, at the moment? It's really bad, isn't it? Cool. So that's done. Let's have a look at our performance calculations. Then departure performance. We're dry here actually. No rain, no nothing. So flaps 1. No need to force toga. Anti-ice is off. We've not got rain or anything. Pax will be off. Our takeoff weight is 63 on the nose. Takeoff C of G is what? 28.7. I'll sync live weather. And intersection data, we'll get figures from we'll go Bravo 1. Then we're covered. 143 and 147. Okay, transition altitude 6,000 feet, flaps 1 departure and a flex of 68. Okay, thrust reduction and acceleration and engine out. Let me just have a quick reminder of those. You'd think I would know London Gatwick's by heart by now, wouldn't you? But I don't. I think it's something like 998 or so, or it might be 898. Let me have a look. So Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, runway 26 left. Oh, it is 996. So because we take 200 feet off of those for new SOPs, 996. They're not really new SOPs anymore, are they? And engine out is 1196. Okay, and thrust structure acceleration, that's actually been rounded up to 1000. That's a new feature. Fenix didn't used to do that. Okay, secondary flight plan then. Copy the active, and the engine out procedure for this is 1700 feet and a left turn to Willow. So all we'll do is I'll throw Willow in the secondary flight plan in case we need it. Enter the hold at Willow if we've lost that engine. 284 left turns. Done. And then of course if we have lost that engine, we'll be coming right back here to London Gatwick, coming in on 26 left with the ILS approach. No star, but we have Willow as a initial approach fix. So then that now should all match up on look beautiful. Perfect. Alright, happy with that. Let's contact air traffic control, see if they can accommodate us. And to Navate, happy New Year to you. Alright, so what frequency? I'm going to have to say, manually tuning these. So ground is on 121.805.
Gatwick QNH 1013.
It's Manchester via the Lambourne 6 departure, squawk 5655 and QNH 1013, Skyways 504.
Skyways 504, we that's correct.
Gatwick ground, good evening, easy 537 Echo, stand 48 right, and we are A319 with information Delta requesting IFR clearance to Aberdeen.
Easy 537 Echo, Gatwick ground, good evening, back brief clearance shortly.
The 747 uniform, that is the time.
Right, let's just have a look at the departure chart.
Uniform, taxi Alpha 3 via Lima, Papa and Alpha November.
Alpha 3, Lima, Papa, Alpha November, is the 747 uniform.
Easy 537 Echo, apologies for that, cleared Aberdeen, Lambourne 6, Mike departure, squawk 5016.
Cleared by the Lambourne 6 Mike and squawk is 5016 for easy 537 Echo.
Easy 537 Echo, correct, QNH 1013, apologies if you did so.
And copy the QNH 1013, easy 537 Echo. Oh, I think my radio may have just started working again.
071 Whiskey, can we just keep in 6 on Charlie?
Ah, look at that, that's just magic. Right, just detune the ground and we'll come back to them shortly. Oh, no, don't know why that suddenly started working then, but I'm not going to complain. Aviator 1, how do you access the engine out, Sid? So that is airline specific, so I use SimSmart, link in video description to explain about that. Because the... yeah, because they're airline specific, they're not included in any charts or ground charts or anything like that. So yeah, Draconi, I believe the web version is actually quite close now because the desktop app is has just changed over servers. So I'm hoping that the web version will be coming soon as well. I mean, I only use the web version literally for the engine out procedure now because I'm flying the Fenix, and the performance calculator in SimSmart is actually for the Neo, so that's technically no good. So let me just have a quick look at this departure because I can't remember what altitudes we need. So initial climb is 4,000 feet. A lot of people get this wrong, but yeah, initial climb is 4,000, so that's fine, and transition altitude is 6,000 feet, so that's okay. Cool. Right, well, if we're all happy with that, then I think we're about ready to brief. Let me get the APU started. I bet it's pretty cold back there, actually. So, calibers at all SimSmart have the same engine out, and thrust reduction are the same at all airports. They are at most of them. It's only if the noise abatement procedures are different. So yeah, Cal, most of the time you will find that they actually are the same. So yeah, let's get that done. Just whilst we're on the overhead, then let's just extinguish those white lights, and seatbelt signs can come on as well because refueling, I notice, is complete. That's done, and fuel is loaded and balanced. Awesome. All right then. So let's rattle through the brief. And just whilst we're doing that, I'll just kill the music so we can start concentrating properly now. Okay. So, I've lost my checklist, of course I have. Where's that gone? No idea. Where have you gone? Oh, no. This is what happens when you pack everything away for Christmas. Alright, so, starting with the weather, I've got no concerns here at Gatwick. It's all fine. Weather en route, a little bit of anti-ice potentially, and a little bit of light chop, but nothing out of the ordinary for this time of year. Aircraft is fully serviceable. A319. Got no times here or in Aberdeen either. Let's have a look then at what we are. If we do get Bravo, then we can take the right one. We've also got valid figures for either alpha departure or full length departure as well. It's not a long taxi either, so not a lot of traffic, so we'll get both engines started. No single engine taxi for us today. No need to de-ice or anything like that, so that's fine. Let's have a look at that departure. I have just had that chart up a moment ago, but we'll just bring it up again just so we can be clear on that. Where are you? There you are. So yeah, so we are straight out, and it's a right-hand turn above 1,500 feet, and then you can see initial climb is 4,000 feet. It does say no turns actually below 710, which is fine. So then straight out, Lamborn 6 Mike, we've got no speed restrictions apart from the normal 250 below 10, and then we can expect further climb up to 6,000 feet. Sometimes we also get the shortcut as well from sort of like Acorn up to Lamborn, so that'd be nice if we get that, but we'll wait and see. MSA as we go is 2223, and yeah, as I said, then this is the City of London. I'm on about there. You can see the Thames, and if you sat on the left hand side of the aircraft, it will look beautiful as we go. Alright, so if no one's got any other concerns, APU is up and running. I need to give that 3 minutes now before we get the bleed on. I'm going to turn that pack on. We'll start warming the cabin up. Yeah. Someone just said the stream went down for a bit. Are we still behaving? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Not quite sure why it's unstable. I've got a very nice fast internet connection now, so it's definitely not that's causing issues. But if Peppa Pig has struck again, my apologies. Fingers crossed it's back to normal now. Manchester 23 right over on Twitch. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you're Hope you're doing well this evening. Right, let me do the cockpit prep checklist. So, aircraft acceptance, that's completed. Fuel quantity, 7 tons and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. DS got 3 green. The bar FQ8 is 1013, 230 feet. I believe boarding has just completed. So, if that is the case, let me quickly check, make sure we've got the final load sheet, and then we can check those figures, see if there's any last minute changes, and roll with those if we need to. Final load sheet, so takeoff weight 63, perfect, 150 plus 3, and 0 changes to the 048 CFG. Everyone's loaded in the right place then, and takeoff CFG is 28.4. That is the one that we use for the trim as we go. Perfect. Right, is everybody having an issue with the stream? No idea why that would be. Maybe try pressing F5. Does that refresh for anybody? It's telling me the stream is healthy here, which is a bit frustrating. I'll just pop into the chat, try F5 in case that is an issue. Other people can hear me. I don't know if that's a not sure if that's a YouTube thing or not. Lots of people saying the audio's fine there, so maybe it is maybe it's the snow. Maybe the snow's getting in the way. Cool. Alright, well, we've been 3 minutes yet. Oh, another 50 seconds or so, and then we'll get looking to go. APU's up and running, so we can disconnect that. Seatbelt signs are on. And fingers crossed. George has just said it's reloaded and the audio's come back. That's what we want. Perfect. Good stuff. Okay, well, let's get back on frequency, and then we'll ask for our push and start. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check. Angus McTavish, mate. Good evening, sir.
I'll ensure the doors are armed and cross-checked.
Hope you're doing well. And Gatwick ground, easy 537 Echo, stand 48 right is ready for push and start.
Easy 537 Echo, good evening, Gatwick ground. Clear push and start, stand 48 and squawk 5016, please.
Clear push and start, and apology, squawk 5016 for easy 537 Echo.
Easy 537 Echo, just to be advised, QNH is now 1012.
And copy new QNH 1012 for easy 537 Echo, thanks. What was the squawk? 5016, wasn't it? There we go. 5016 the squawk, and new QNH 1012. APU bleed is on. Start warming the cabin up. And here come the ground crew. Walking through pillars, of course. Wouldn't it be great when we get a sim that has ground crew and stuff like that actually know that they're about to walk through a wall?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Easyjet UK Flight 859 from London Gatwick to Aberdeen Dice. Our estimated flight time today.
Okay, before start checklist.
Runway 08.
Park and brake on. Takeoff data.
Alpha gave me
V1,
ground,
134, V2, 147. Windows closed and arms. Heads are on flight mode. And doors, sorry, closed and arms. Windows closed. Heads are on flight mode. And the beacon light is on.
To adjust, pull the strap to tighten and lift the buckle to release. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated, which is basically all the time because our pilot thinks he's flying a roller coaster. Now please return your seatbelt.
Nose wheel steering is disconnected.
And open those window blinds for
And Angus, mate, thank you for your support coming into the First Officers Club, our new channel member tonight. First new channel member tonight, I think. Thank you so much to ATCO. Happy New Year, Peter, with his party donation as First Ops, mate. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you, mate. Hope you had a good and relaxing Christmas if you managed to get off work. Modern Streams, why do pilots on takeoff mention the SRS toga? Basically, they are reading out the FMAs, all the changes that happen here. Make sure that the aircraft is doing exactly what they want it to do. So, yeah. I think a few people are having issues with some of the stream tonight. I don't know why.
Don't be surprised if you have to backtrack a little, and in case of an evacuation, please leave all personal belongings behind. Seriously, your stuff isn't worth your life. Oh, and if you happen to have a power bank or any other electronic device that becomes hot or starts catching fire, please inform a member of the crew immediately. I mean, we're all about safety here. Or at least we pretend to be.
Oh, Roll Tide UK, it must be your fault. It says he's just come in and everything started buffering. Don't know why. Hopefully we aren't back and it's just a temporary thing.
Oops, wrong.
Oh, with plain old George, if you're on the Premier and Wi-Fi, that's not me. Right, ground crew, come on, I'm waiting for you. Do they want to release parking brakes? I didn't actually hear them. There we go. Parking brakes released. Okay, so paranoia check. APU bleed is on. Engine mode selected to ignition. Start engine 1. Yeah, I've got nothing wrong with the stream here at my end that I can see. Might just need to, if it does buffer, then hit F5 and fingers crossed we'll be okay. Right, engine 1 starting. We're at the London Gatwick airport today. Dozer 1812 says he's got the Wing McDo for Christmas, a game changer. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Because you're on that thing all the time.
Manchester Ground, Sky 504, stand 101, ready for push and start.
Good engine start number 1, parking brake set, start engine 2.
Skyway 504, stand 101, push and start approved, please.
Push and start approved, face east, Sky 504.
Skyway 504, QNH is now 1012.
Copy me, QNH 1012, Sky 504.
Just hear the relays flicking over. And good engine start on number 2. Oh, Peter, you're still on holiday and not returning to work to the 12th. Fantastic. I'm sure your students will have been missing you, though. Right, APU if bleed not required. Engine anti-ice and wing anti-ice not required either. So, spoilers, flaps, rudder, all of that stuff. And set our trim. And trim set. Okay, so the after start checklist. Anti-ice is off. ECAM status is checked. Should just be the packs. Yep. Pitch trim is 28.4. Rudder is neutral. Lovely.
Easy 48 Tango X-ray, you ripped out the ground. Right, F49 Sierra Mike, you ripped out the ground.
And Peter ATCO, thank you so much for your earlier donation, mate. And now gifting 10 EasyJet Invalid Channel memberships to the community. This is a great way to start off 2026, guys. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, now we're trying to build up a bit of a streaming schedule as well.
Good evening, taxi 08 left, hold short.
Get back to some
49 left.
more regular streams here on the channel.
Okay, taxi 08 left, hold short Romeo, expecting 49 left, 84.
Very, very generous of you, Peter. Amazing, mate. Thank you so much.
Right, F49 Sierra Mike, you with Gatwick ground.
Just waiting for this guy to contact a couple of aircraft. And Gatwick ground easy 537 Echo is ready for taxi.
Easy 537 Echo, thank you, taxi to Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November.
Taxi holding point Alpha 3 via Papa Alpha November, easy 537 Echo.
Go ground, slow runner, 490 Mike. Sorry, that's short, thank you.
Right, 490 Mike, good evening, continue on Alpha November, hold short, Papa, expect down 10.
Alpha November, short Papa, and it's possible to stand 4 or 5 on F190 Mike.
Stand 5 is available, expect stand 5, hold short, Papa for now.
If this is on short Papa, and I'll expect stand 5 on F190 Mike, thanks.
Easy 48 Tango X-ray, you can taxi stand 49 left via Romeo and
Oh, I've got a problem with my...
Okay,
Okay, parking brake on. I need to sort out my thrust levers. Oh, stupid things. Ever since the sim got updated to Sim Update 4, all of my settings have been reset. And Gatwick ground easy 537 Echo, apologies, just got a configuration warning. We alright just to hold here for 30 seconds?
Easy 537 Echo, roger, hold position, for now taxi clearance cancelled.
Hold position and we'll cancel taxi clearance, easy 537 Echo. Right, let me just quickly reconfigure these. Did everybody else's controls get deleted with flight with Sim Update 4?
5 by Alpha November and Victor.
Alpha November, Victor, stand 5 on F190 Mike.
Or was it just me that was unlucky? I'm going to get a warning sign in a minute when I go Toga, but... There we go. I believe we're good now. Oh, so it was just me then. Yeah, everything got wiped. So I've had to go and set everything up, and every time I change aircraft now, like from one livery to another, all the settings are different. It's very annoying.
Go is 504, ready for taxi.
Go is 504, taxi Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November.
Peter, we just need to do a flight from Copenhagen to Luton. Yeah, you don't have it on you. I've never touched it. I really need to. And Gatwick ground easy 537 Echo is ready for taxi again.
Easy 537 Echo, roger. Give way to a Skyway A320 is going to be taxiing on to Papa from Lima. You can taxi Alpha 3 following that aircraft by Papa and Alpha November.
Give way to the Skyways and then clear taxi down Papa, Alpha November, hold Alpha 3, Easy 537 Echo.
Easy 48 Tango X-ray, amended taxi clearance for now. Can you taxi via Lima and hold short Papa, please?
Okay, Lima and hold short Papa, Easy 48 Tango X-ray. Gatwick ground, good evening, Easy 81 Alpha Bravo, send 3.5, request push and start.
George, I am going to have to look at that, yeah.
Easy 81 Alpha Bravo, stand 555, pushing start approved.
Push and start approved, Easy 81 Alpha Bravo.
Okay, right. There he goes. So,
Skyway
down we go.
504, contact Gatwick Director 126.825, good evening.
Over to Gatwick Director, 126825, Frank 382, Skyway 504.
Okay, flight controls. Let's do a flight control check as well in a moment.
Easy 537 Echo, that traffic's no longer a factor, just taxi Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November.
Roger, that's copy, thanks, Easy 537 Echo. Full left.
Ground, Galen 147.
Full right. Neutral. And full up.
KLM 147 Gatwick ground, hello, taxi...
Full down.
08 left.
Neutral.
Romeo Lima.
And rudder.
Alpha stand 554.
Full left. Oh, I didn't disconnect the... didn't disconnect the rudder. Oh my god, where are we going?
554.
Full right. Right, can we get back on the taxiway now, please? This is another reason I need to get into streaming all the time again, so we can make sure that all the damn setups are done. I hate the controls menu in Flight Sim 24 though.
Easy 84, correction, Easy 48 Tango X-ray, continue taxi, stand 49 left.
Okay, continue to 49 left, Easy 48 Tango X-ray, thanks.
Peter, keep bugging me, my friend, and I'm going to have to put some time aside to investigate IVAO just so that you can give me a hard time and I can give you an engine failure on departure or something like that. make you work for your money. Although technically I think it should be the other way around. I will try and turn up the sounds of the aircraft as well a little bit. They're very quiet in my headphones as well, to be fair.
Easy 537 Echo, contact Gatwick Director 126.825, good evening.
12682, Easy 537 Echo, good night.
Gatwick ground, Easy 20 Delta Mike, stand 5-1, QNH 1012, request push and start.
Easy 21 Delta Mike.
Right, let me just get my bearings. There we are. So that's Juliet down there. No, it isn't. That's November Alpha. And then straight down here. Gatwick Director, good evening, Easy 537 Echo.
Easy 537 Echo, Gatwick Director, hello. November 8414 Zulu, free call on route, Squawk on security, bye bye.
Free call on route, Squawk on security, November 8414 Zulu, thanks very much, bye bye.
Callum, I'm not using Katie Pilot's audio thing. I was chatting with Katie earlier today. I probably should do because that would solve a heap of my issues. I'll see if I can get airborne, then we'll have a look at the sound settings on the tablet, see if we can turn it up. Katie Pilot, what the hell are you doing lurking on YouTube?
04 System 210 knots to my 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Can't do stuff like that.
This is left, clear for takeoff, Sky 504.
Gatwick, that's
Good
the ground
evening,
1
Griffin 1-2, Whiskey Mike. Descending flight level. Gatwick, good evening, Griffin 1-2, Whiskey Mike. We have Foxtrot on board, descending through flight level 120, and on the lookout arrival into Gatwick.
Right.
Griffin 1-2, Whiskey Mike, Gatwick Director. Hello, landing
Say it
on
and
runway
wait.
26 left with no delay. Information, Foxtrot current score 5767.
5767, expect 26 left, Griffin.
I got one on final. Probably getting after that now.
And then Echo Tango, descend altitude 3000 feet.
Whilst we're waiting,
101228.
complete that taxi checklist. The flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1. FMAs 143 blue, 147 magenta.
Tango, descend altitude
Climb nav
3000 feet.
blue.
Connect 10.
152, 4000 blue. Radar and predictive
8
wind
half
shear are
Descend
on.
altitude 3000 feet, KNH 1012, Airline Traffic.
And engine mode structure is normal. ECAM memo.
73, so send 210 degrees 7 knots on my 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, my 26 left, speedbird 73.
They're not takeoff no blue because I've not on my spoilers because my stupid settings have all been reset. So my on spoilers button didn't work. But anyway, they're on now.
2012 Gatwick.
Takeoff no blue.
Hello, readability 5.
If bay is stored.
Gatwick Direct, Fenix 75, flight level 140, heading Polly.
675 Gatwick. Hello, landing runway 26 left with no delay. Information, Foxtrot current.
Peter, you joke about that. I think I've done something
3373.
like that before. I'm sure we had a control issue. They were too busy at Copenhagen to take us on VATSIM, so they sent us there, and we landed with differential thrust or something daft because nothing worked.
Airline Echo Tango 10 left heading 350 degrees.
Left heading 350, Airline
Might not have
Traffic
been
Tango.
quite as devastating as having to use differential thrust.
Hello, landing
But
runway 26 left with no delay. Information, Foxtrot current squawk 2435.
26 left, no delay, squawk 2435, main right command whiskey.
So 504, monitor 122.8, bye-bye.
those passengers warmed up yet.
What's
Oh, lovely.
Thank you very much, Sky 504.
Andrew, I'm going to look at that.
537 Echo behind landing, British Airways 777 via Alpha 1 line up runway 26 left behind.
Behind landing, British Airways 777, line up and wait 26 left behind for Easy 537 Echo. And that's the British Airways 777. Yeah, I'm going to look at those sounds once we're airborne, my friend. I don't want to be messing about with it now.
Echo Zero Yankee 202. What is the requested altitude in airspeed I should be at?
Easy 2012, you are currently 70 miles away from my airport, so I don't control you. You've got Gatwick and Luton between us, so there is no way I can ensure separation with other aircraft. So in that case, you should be on Unicom 122.8.
Bye-bye.
Okay, line up checklist.
Airline 3 Echo Tango, turn left heading
Cabin is
320
secured.
degrees.
Take off runways 26
Left
left.
heading 3, can you repeat the heading please, sir?
And TCAS,
3 Echo Tango, turn left
PAX
heading
1 and 2.
320 degrees.
Both off.
320 degrees, Airline Traffic Tango.
Griffin 12 Whiskey Mike fly, present heading and report that heading.
Heading 300, Griffin 1, 12 Whiskey Mike.
Griffin 12 Whiskey Mike, stop descent to altitude 6,000 feet. Next 101.
Axel, make sure you use our discount code and save yourself some money. But I do. I really like the mini FCU stuff, and the overhead panel I think is the best panel they've made.
Whiskies, a descent flight level 80.
Flight level 80, main right command whiskey.
FedEx 75, what point are you heading to right now?
Oh, we'll just sit and listen to this conversation.
Heading to Honey. FedEx 75.
FedEx 75, resuming navigation, direct Willow, enter Willow, hold as published, left-hand turns, and descend flight level 100.
Pilot Gap, I can't remember which Aberdeen scenery I've got installed at the minute. I can find out for you once we're in the cruise. Let's get out of London.
Director Spifford 73, we have indicated Foxtrot Romeo holding short of 08 wide.
Airline 3 Echo Tango, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180, airline 3 Echo Tango.
Easy 1 to Whiskey Mike, turn right heading 070 degrees, speed 220 knots.
Turn right heading 070 and speed 220 knots, Griffin 1 to Whiskey Mike.
Airline 3 Echo Tango, turn left heading 290 degrees, 1 established localized on my 26 left, descend with the glide.
Left turn heading 290, descend on the glide, airline 3 Echo Tango.
Easy 537 Echo, so ascend 210 degrees 7 knots on my 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 26 left, easy 537 Echo. Okay.
So 73 ground 121.805, bye bye.
121.805 to bed, so thanks sir, bye bye.
With a 12 Whiskey Mike, descend altitude to 3,000 feet. 20 track miles.
Stable, set takeoff thrust. Manflex, SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Takeoff thrust set.
Whiskey, fly heading 040 degrees, speed 220 knots.
040 degrees on 220 knots, American Whiskey.
FedEx 75, descend
100
flight level
knots.
90.
Gatwick approach, FedEx 75, we have some sort of Microsoft malfunction.
V1, rotate.
Easy 21 Delta Mike, fly Alpha 1, line up for runway 26 left.
Alpha 1, line up 26 left, easy 21 Delta Mike.
Positive climb.
Easy 12 Whiskey Mike, turn left heading 350.
Nav.
Easy 12 Whiskey Mike, turn left heading 340 degrees. Griffin 12 Whiskey Mike, turn left heading 340 degrees.
Thrust climb, autopilot 1 has been disengaged.
Tango speed 160 knots until 4 DME.
160 till 4 DME, airline 3 Echo Tango.
Easy 537 Echo, report passing altitude.
Okay, disconnect autopilot. I have control. Easy 537 Echo, passing 2100. Flap 0.
Easy 537 Echo, monitor 122.8, bye bye.
1228 for Easy 537 Echo. Okay, we've got a rudder input. I don't know why. I've got no hands on my controls. Autopilot 1 engaged.
180 knots, turn left heading
Let's get the packs on.
90 degrees. When established localized runway 26 left, descend with the
That was annoying.
Left heading 290 at speed 180 knots, and when established on localized
Okay.
descend the glide path.
Thrust climb, open climb, 6,000 blue.
Monroe Commander Whiskey, descend altitude to 3,000 feet. QNH 101230, correction 32 track.
Descend 3000, QNH 1012, Monroe Commander Whiskey.
Condor 333, Gatwick direct ahead.
And on Unicom. Anti-ice on. Right, what on earth is going on with my controls today? I've got rudder input calls, don't know why. We've got nothing in front of us. Let's continue that climb then. So let's go standard pressure, thrust climb, open climb, 200 blue.
Easy 537, Echo, CTAF, contact
CTAF.
London Control on 129.43.
Okay, that's just saying tension's taking over because we've moved on to Unicom. I'm just going to turn that off for now. I really am going to have to sadly spend a lot of time sorting out all my controls. Yeah, since Sim Update 4 came in, it has messed up my controls for pretty much every aircraft. And every time I change livery, the controls change. It's doing my boxing. And you guys say you're not having that issue, so that's a me problem. unfortunately. Pilot Gav says, this is why I still use 2020. You know, I love flights in 2024, but the control side of things takes you that long to set up. The last thing you want is for it to all go tits up. Right, that's 10,000 feet, and so we'll get the lights off. I'll leave the seatbelt signs on for the time being. Okay, so just checking. We've got spoilers, flats, landing gear check. Okay. Cost index 0. Secondary flight plan. I'll copy the active and clear that out. Radnav page. I'll clear out Mayfield. We'll leave Lamborn in for now. In fact, no, we won't. Get rid of it. Don't need it. I don't think this cabin crew likes pilots. Maybe he's a frustrated pilot. Maybe that's the issue. Like many of us. If the overlay is not working, hang on, I just need to kick it. And hopefully that should be it. Cool. Right, we'll just check the performance page of the McDo, and looks like 360 is optimum, 390 is maximum. Cruise is 38 today, so that's fine. We're going to go up to it. So 380 blue is set. Draconi 25, am I using Chase Plane or the default camera? Do you know what, Draconi? I've uninstalled Chase Plane. People are going to hate me for that, I know. But I needed to flick, because of what I do and trying to film videos and that kind of stuff, I needed to flick between my default settings that I could quickly work and were familiar with, and Chase Plane. And whenever I tried to toggle Chase Plane on off, it wasn't having it, and I spent about 30 minutes trying to get it to work the other day, where I could just turn it on and off, and it wasn't happening. So sadly I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have to just remove it, which I really did not want to do, but I know it's still technically an experimental piece of equipment, isn't it, Chase Plane, for Flight Sim 24. Let's go direct Lamborn. So, yeah, at the moment, I've deleted it, which I'm very sad that I've had to do that, because I love the I love the flyby camera views and all that stuff. Absolutely brilliant. But for quickly just filming a video and use of the drone cam, that kind of thing, sadly, it didn't like it. Fruitbat Jim celebrating 35 months of channel membership. That is amazing. Says now the workload has decreased. Happy New Year, Fruitbat Jim. Thank you so much. Hope you had a uneventful New Year, Jim. Let's put it like that. If you were working. And Peter ATCO has been here far too long. Celebrating 46 months of captain level channel membership. Peter, mate, that is incredible. Thank you so much. Aviator, could you not hold the Chase Plane icon in the toolbar and save it that way? Honestly, I tried. I did everything I could to try and get it to work. Didn't like it. Did not like it. Right, how the heck do I turn the sound up on this thing? Let's have a look. Can I even change the sounds on the Fenix using the Fenix EFB? I might not be able to, you know. I might need to use the settings menu. Yeah, I might need to use the settings menu in the sim, which I don't want to do that whilst we're flying. But you are right, it is very quiet. Right, we're above the clouds now, let's get off anti-ice. Steve says he's also had to delete Chase Plane as well. What was your reason then, Steve, for having to get rid of it? I say mine was purely just because I needed my original controls. I wish Flight Sim 24 would do something about that moon as well. Andrew, we don't go over Heathrow, no. We go over London, which is down there, basically, right now. Down there. Sadly, it's a bit cloudy. And Peter, as if you haven't already done enough this evening, he's just upgraded his membership to the top level of support for us, mate. That is incredible. Thank you so, so much. I really, really do appreciate that. So, you can just see London City down at the bottom of your screen there. How much storage does my sim take up? I actually have no idea. I daren't look. The sim, probably not too much. All the add-ons, that's where the killer is. And there you go, that's downtown London. Aviator1 says he's noticed that now the sim is super washed out and grey. Do you know what? I have forgot to put on Rex Atmos Core, which has now just been upgraded, ready for use with Flight Sim 24, hasn't it? It worked with Flight Sim 24 to begin with, but then Sim Update 4 came and broke it. They've now fixed it again. This is the view that you want when you're departing London. Dusan, I've not updated the NVIDIA driver for months. So, no is my answer. Don't know if anybody else has. Steven says it wouldn't go back to any cockpit view once you selected a wing view. I know, it just... I will go back to Chase Plane. I think it needs a bit of time to mature. Basically, what I want it to do is I just want to be able to press a button and have the cinematic views and nothing else. I want everything else to be untouched. Unfortunately, the way that the sim works, I don't think the guys at Parallel 42 can do that, which is a real shame. Callum says you better use Katie Pilot tutorials audio normalizer with immediate effect. You know what? Where's my phone? I've probably got an angry message from her saying why you're not using it. I might just message her now and say I'm sorry. I'm literally messaging her now saying I'm sorry. I'll use it next time. There we are. Hopefully she can't shout at me now. Katie's still there. Yeah, I have. I've just messaged you. You can talk me through that tomorrow. Right. Top of climb is in about 7,000 feet. We've got the wonderful concrete block that is Luton just down below us. And keep an eye on the weather as it is in Aberdeen. And our flight time today is about 1 hour, 1 hour 20 something minutes, which is fine. Not too late. Time for a beer before bed. Callum, is 16 gig of RAM enough? I'm on 32, but I'm obviously doing a lot of different things, so you might be alright. There might be some of you with 16 gig that is fine. Katie hopes everyone's going to survive until then. Yeah, I mean, it's even quiet in my headphones, so Katie, I've got the link on it tomorrow. Promise. Promise. Oh look, we might get some wake turbulence here. Might have to go around. Right, we just on about apps and things like that. For those of you that have followed the development of the plane spotting logbook app JetLog over the last few months, the app that I was building, it's finally released. It's available. It is live to download right now on the App Store. No, it isn't. I can't call it the App Store. It's not the App Store. App Store is iOS. On the Google Play Store. And basically all it is if you like Flight Radar 24, then it is Flight Radar 24, but for those of you who like to plane spot. So this is a Windows mock-up of it. This obviously would be your phone, and so yeah, this is it. So you basically open it up, it tells you what aircraft are nearby based on your location. What's that? So you can click on it. Oh, it's ASL. So it tells you the aircraft and where it's going, what it's doing, and obviously if you've seen it, you can then if you just go to the live map, if you've seen it, you then spot it, you add it to your logbook, and you basically then you can try and complete the fleet. And for those of you who are serious spotters, so you can mark that as spotted. I've not signed in for that to work yet, and I can't sign in on this one because you can only sign in through the App Store, through the Google Play Store. But yeah, you sort of get the general idea. And then once you've actually, if you're out and about, and if you're a sort of serious plane spotter who likes Excel spreadsheets or things like that, you can actually export your logbook via PDF or Excel logbook. So yeah, if you love using FR24 as I do, then if you like, if you take a screenshot on your phone of FR24 aircraft that you have seen, you can literally import the screenshots as images. It will read the registrations of the aircraft from those screenshots and add them to your logbook. The logbook won't work because I'm not signed in. But yeah, so for those of you who like it, then great stuff. Sean says he downloaded it and subbed to it earlier. Sean, thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying it. It is the very first release. I think it's been about 9 months work on and off. So a lot of sweat, blood and tears has gone into this. And if Katie's still there, she as a developer, a proper one, will know how hard it is to get things right. The biggest thing I found with this is when you find a bug, you go in to fix it, you fix one bug and you create about 4 more. So yeah, you can obviously use different backgrounds on the maps. The map is very much like Flight Radar 24, I suppose. So you can see what's going in and where, turn on the text labels, all flights, private airlines, things like that. And yeah, that all turned on, that's fine. So yeah, I don't know why the app thinks I'm in Newcastle. I promise you, if you're using it on your phone, it won't. It'll use your GPS position, as long as you give it permission, of course. What's that? I have this running all the time while I'm sat working. I just see strange things flying over, and then you literally click mark as spotted. They also change colour as well in the app, so aircraft that you've spotted you can see are different colours. and then you can go to the fleets page and search. Let's go for British Airways. And if we have a look at British Airways, then if they've got a star next to it, they are special liveries. So that's the old BAA livery. If they're green, they're flying now. And they are highlighter green if they're part of your logbook. And there's the full fleet, and you can see how much of their fleet you've actually seen. So, yeah, that's Jetlog. And there's a link in the video description down below if you want to check that out. And then head to the Google Play Store and download it. It is free as well to download as well, so you can check that out if you like spotting aircraft. Right, through that, Alt Cruise. And set TCAS to below. Aviator says he's seen the bay about a gazillion times. It comes into Manchester a few times up near where I am, so yeah. What I love doing is I have it open and I see some amazing things like Air Tahiti, you know, that kind of thing. And you think, wow. And that's me and my lad, we have like a competition to see who spotted the rarest aircraft that day and things, which is good fun. Why is the all button not working? Oh, it is. There we go. So engines, they were fine. What is going on here? Is this a click spot issue or? I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Okay, pressurization all right. Electricals fine. Hydraulics are good. Fuel used plus fuel on board adds up to around 7 tons, so no concerns over the fuel leak. APU is off. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. That's fine. And all systems normal. Brilliant. Milner, the Wingflex overhead panel, I believe has actually been shipped to me today. So I am very much looking forward to seeing that, because all my other setup is Wingflex. I have the Wingflex FCU combo, which has the EFIS, and I have the Wingflex McDo, the Wingflex radio management panel, so the overhead panel is next. Really looking forward to reviewing that and checking that out for you. So yeah. Right, let me just get the latest weather then in Aberdeen, because as I say, I think we're going to change runway. Let's have a look. See, Katie, you designed this EFB. I love this EFB. It's just intuitive, which is great because I'm lazy. I don't like having to work things out. So, what's that? At about half an hour ago. That might change then. Winds 320 at 10. Yeah, we're definitely changing runways. Light rain, few clouds, rain and snow. Okay, so let's look at changing runways then to the ILS runway 34. There is still no star there. And we're going to go no veer because we're going to come straight in from the south, so we'll just get ourselves straight in. That's going to save a little bit of time as well, which is neat. I'll just check what that looks like. There we go. So let me just clear out that discontinuity. Yeah, there we are. So that's fine. I'll show a range ring light around that as well, just to help guide us down. EGPD runway. Oh, what runway is it? Is it 36? No, it's not 36. Ah, what runway was it? 34. Runway 34. There we go. I'm not seeing any reviews of it yet either, so definitely looking forward to that. Dennis says, happy flying in 2026 from Nova Scotia, Canada. Now, how cold is it there currently, Dennis? We're getting a little bit of snow here in the UK now. You guys always get more. So... that should now have range rings around that, just to give me a 9-mile final. There we go, so that makes the brief easy. 3,000 feet and flaps 2 as we intersect that ring, and that'll be the ILS for us, so that's great. The chart then for it, let's have a look and find that. And then we can check that out. So there are no SIDS or stars, just the ILS 34. This is only a Cat 1, so... Oh, I knew this would happen. Alright, ILS 16. Oh, that's only Cat 1 as well. For some reason, I thought ILS 16 might be a Cat 2, so you could auto-land there. You can't. Well, in that case, then I'm definitely doing 3-4. Okay. 3-degree glide. Platform's 2.5. Minimums are 420. Visibility should be alright, I think. So... yeah, well... we should get in. We should get in, it'll be fine. Darren, 4882, good evening to you. I had a very relaxed Christmas and New Year. Yeah, we actually didn't do too much. Which is fine, you know, and enjoying doing nothing. We just had such a busy year. We moved house a couple of months ago. We're still unpacking. Well, my wife was today. I've given up unpacking. And yeah, so we just had a bit of a chilled Christmas. So that was that. Yeah, all right. So I'm happy that we are going to go on 3-4. Let's just have a look and make sure we can safely get in then. So our landing weight is now planned to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Let's call it 60.5 tons. I'm going to go good. The last note time I saw was 555, although that was this morning, I think. Runway 34. Landing weight 60.5. Auto brake low is not going to cut it. Auto brake medium should work. Definitely flaps full landing. And a manual landing. QNH is 995 hectopascals, so that's quite low. Just set that up ready to push. So yeah, so set that up. We can get in fine with that. 6 knot crosswind should be fine. Carl Denton, any tips on switching from 2020 to 2024, especially around mapping all the controls? I think I did do a video about that when 24 first came out. The problem is things have changed a little bit. There's no way for me to sugarcoat this, Carl. It is a pain. Absolute pain. The controls in Flight Sim 24. Once you get the hang of setting them up and binding them, it's not too bad, but it's just different. It's just different. And not as straightforward as 2020 was. I'm nowhere to be seen, says, hi, he's new to the Airbus A320 simming. What is the blue dotted circle around my arrival on the navigation display? Ah, so you're talking about I've just put this in. It's a range ring. So I have just put in a 9-mile ring around the runway threshold in Aberdeen. The reason I've done that is because I know for a 3-degree glide slope, which is what this is, it means that I know I want to be at 3,000 feet at or just before crossing that line, because then I'll pick up the glide slope perfectly for it. Darren, why do you set the TCAS JRA to below at cruise? Always thought you set it to below on descent. I don't know if it's company ops. You'd have to ask someone from a different company. But the point is, we're at 38,000 feet. We're not going to be going up. So you're literally looking below you. Particularly if, what happened if we had an emergency decompression? We're not going to muck about with that. We're just going to get down. It's already set, isn't it? Market's not a flat ring. So it's just, it's there and it's done. I don't know what other companies do. So I can't help you with that. I'm afraid. JSY Aviation says hello, just flew into Gatwick. I heard you on frequency, thought I could say hello and watch the stream. Brilliant, mate. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a good flight into Gatwick. Nice to have some ATC in there, wasn't it? I've just got a message come through. We'll just check this out and then we'll start briefing the arrival we were 9 minutes delayed. That wasn't my fault. That was the MOC that's messed up my controls. So, yes, got to get that back all set up for the arrival. Cool. So let's have a look then at this arrival into Aberdeen. First of all, then let's just touch on that weather. So the wind is, well, I might as well put this in, hasn't we, as we go. The wind is, where are we? Current wind conditions are 310 at 12. Temperature is 1. Oh, it's warmed up. QNH is 9.95 hectopascals. And the minimums are, if I can just find them, minimums on the approach chart 420, and we're doing config full landing. That's fine, so that's set up. Right, let's work through it. Where's my tablet gone? Alright, so the plan is to fly almost a direct arrival. We'll be coming in from the south here. So we'll come in, we'll self-vector ourselves. I want to be flaps to 3,000 feet by the time we get 9 miles out. It's a normal 3-degree ILS approach. So as we're coming in, we can see confirmation of that. The PAP is also 3 degrees. Not a massive runway. So it's no displace threshold, say it's about 1,953 meters, which is fine. We're going to be using auto brake medium for the landing today. It's a Cat 1 landing, manual landing, minimum is 420, which we've got set. 2500 platform altitude, 2,500 feet. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet, so let me just update that. Also, whilst I'm in here, I'll just alter the descent to descend down at 270. 252 is a bit slow, so let that update. There we go. So transition altitude 6,000. So that's done. So the threats with our landing today. So we know the runway conditions are sort of 555. Nothing else other to report on that in the sim today, unfortunately. The biggest threat then is, as well as the weather and potential for just a snow shower over the airport. The coming and going with rain as well. That is a threat, but the other threat is the terrain, which is over to the left hand side, over to the west as we're coming in. As we approach, MSA is 18, but as soon as we cross that airport and get towards the over the Aberdeen NDB, it is then 4,100 feet. So if anything starts to go wrong, so move out to the east. Is the safe way. The engine out procedure then is straight out, climb 3,000, and then self-vector ourselves for a right-hand turn for another go. after landing, let's have a look where we're going. Vacating to the left, and we can vacate. Usually it's on this runway when I've come in before. Mike 5 might be pushing it. It's Mike 7 and then back down here. Got to be careful not to get lost here onto Mike. Stay on Mike all the way through. A little bit of a hotspot kind of area there. Onto the main apron. So there we go. All done. Don't think I've missed anything. Any questions? Now's the time to ask. And we should be there in about 45 minutes, I reckon. Cool. Jet 320 Sim, am I able to do a tutorial video on how to use the McDo? Do you know what, Jim? In what sense? Because this thing is a magic box. It does a whole host of things, and when you first start looking at it, I get it. It is very confusing, and if you're coming from a Boeing aircraft in particular, it's even more confusing. But even if you're looking at it for the very first time, there's these buttons, there's lots of buttons on the sides, and what do they all do, that kind of thing. Then if you've got any questions, mate, now is the time to ask. I've done several. I have done several tutorials on sort of importing the flight plan, setting it up. But if you want to know what to do at the start of every flight, then there is a full-on series, both in the fly-by-wire aircraft and the Fenix aircraft, of a full flight tutorial. That includes setting up the box right at the start of a flight. So that might be worth a watch. They're quite old videos now, but the boxes haven't changed. So that is still that is still current and valid. Have I stocked up on failures? No, I haven't. You know, I probably need to stock up with those for 2026, don't I? Yeah. Jet 320, is it mainly ILS approaches? Depends where you're flying. If you're flying around the Greek islands, no, not always. RNAV approaches are becoming more and more common as well, particularly in places where terrain's a little bit too difficult to get ILS approaches in. Gasman52, how do you determine whether to use ILS Yankee or Zulu? There is a very quick, short video on that as well, also on the channel. But basically, ILS Yankee and ILS Zulu, the default is to use Zulu. Yeah. If in doubt, use Zulu. But there are some airports where, let me just get a... trying to think of somewhere that might have a slightly different... let me have a look at... right, let me have a look at Palma. So this is Palma, Mallorca. Let's have a look at the ILS charts. Right, here we go. Look, we've got ILS 6 Zulu, ILS 6 left Zulu, ILS 6 left Yankee. Let's have a look at 6 left Zulu to begin with. And you can see that basically has the... so this is the one that we'd use normally, Zulu. That has a go-around that takes you straight out, and it's sort of based on the Juliet Oscar Alpha and Mike Juliet Victor VORs for the go-around. Okay, now both of these will both of the approaches and Ogurax or whatever, ADX, and Mallorca are permitted. So the first thing to do is to check which side are you coming from, because some approaches, so a Zulu approach for example, might only have this waypoint here, meaning if you're coming from the south, well, that's no good to you, so you can't use that approach. This one, however, has both Mallorca and ADX. But I bet now if I look at the Yankee chart, I bet the go-around's different. I bet nothing else is different other than the go-around. Yeah, look, exactly the same approach, ADX or MJV, but the go-around now is straight out. And this will be used if those VORs are unserviceable and not working. So That's the difference between those two. Yankee is the backup, Zulu is the primary. But as I said, some airports, I think there's some airports in Germany or Switzerland, something like that, where the Zulu approach, for example, here would only have maybe an approach from the north and no approach from the south, or vice versa. So it's the charts basically. Mark says try Venice. Let's have a look. Is that Venice? Let me see. Because a picture paints 1,000 words, doesn't it? So ILS Zulu 04, right. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so that approach comes in either at Laran or Acado, or let's have a look at X-ray. Yeah, and that one comes in, that one's a DME arc, isn't it? So, yeah. You can see some of them are different depending on where you're coming from. So there you are. Hope that hope my babbling on there was sort of semi helpful. And Peter the ACO is still full of Christmas spirit. He's donating lots more gifts. He's just sent another 10 Easyjet Simfire channel memberships to our community, and Peter, you're turning our chat green today. Absolutely stunning support. Really, mate. I'm going to have to get onto IVAO. And we will get that sorted. We will get that sorted, mate. I make this promise to you now. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've briefed our approach, and we've got our top of descent in about 60 miles. And Dark Fury, also called Mark3432, has just also gifted 5 EasyJet Simpart channel memberships. Mates, guys, this is a very generous way to kick off 2026. Now, if you are a brand new channel member, get yourself on our Discord server, get yourself in the members lounge, and also make sure you're back here tomorrow, because we now have a stream. For the first time in the 5-year history of this channel, we've now actually set up a streaming schedule where every week I will be posting what nights we'll be streaming on, with the aim to at least get one stream a week in. Well, this is a good week because we're actually going to be streaming again tomorrow night. So make sure you're back here with us tomorrow night as well, guys. That will be great to see all of you again. And Mark and Peter, guys, really generous, and so grateful for the support both of you guys give, not just tonight of course, but over the many years we've been together. So Jack, a question: how would you know when to use toga instead of flex? AFP performance calculator in the Fenix doesn't tell you if you need to use toga. Oh yes it does, Jack. Oh yes it does. If you are on a short runway and it's really wet and you're really heavy, it will tell you no toga. Sorry, no flex, and it will tell you you have to toga it. So yes, it will. But flex is almost always used. Take yourself off instead at Jersey in wet weather and be really heavy. Then you're going to be togaing. There are other conditions that you have to use toga if the runway is contaminated. So, you know, if it's really nice and wet, for example, then you have to use toga. That's not up for negotiation. So, yeah. Jet327 says, I should fly from Newcastle because the girly departure is beautiful, or all the girlies in Newcastle are beautiful. Peter says that sounds expensive. I'm nowhere to be seen, says I love to fly the RMP Alpha at Nice. It's beautiful. Yes, the Nice RMP approaches they're all gorgeous. Very rarely do they use the ILSs there because it takes the aircraft over the rich people's houses. They don't like it. Jack, where does it say that? It will say it on the EFB. One moment. Oh, hang on. Nope, wrong one. Bear with me. Yes, so it's only under certain circumstances that it will tell you. So let's. Oh, do you know what? Echo Golf, Jersey, runway 08. Let's make it horrible weather. Let's go flaps. Oh yeah, flaps 1. No need to force toga. Anti-ice. Let's put that on. Let's put it all on. Packs, yeah, put them on as well. Takeoff weight. Ooh, what's the maximum takeoff weight for this thing? I can't remember. Is it 64 tons? That might be a bit too much. 63? I know, I'm sure it's 64, 64 and a half. That can be anything. Right, let's put in rubbish wind conditions. Where's my airport gone? Right, so... what are you doing? In fact, just 1 minute. What's max takeoff weight of this thing? Oh, it's takeoff weight is... oh, it's 75 tons. So, that shouldn't be an issue. Right, well, in that case, 70. 70, 30. Flaps, 1. Right. Intersection data, full length. There you go. Aircraft too heavy. Yeah, yeah. So where it says there, Topple Limited, it will say something like Toga or something like that. I can't remember the exact words, but it will do it, and it'll shout at you and say, "No, you're not allowed to do that. Don't be so stupid." Okay, top of the descent is coming up. Hey guys, just letting you know that we will be starting the approach probably in about 10 minutes time. Looking to get into Aberdeen at about 9:45, all being well. Yeah, Jack, you've probably just never needed it. You must fly on long runways.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Jim speaking. We are now starting our approach to Aberdeen Dice. So if you could just put down your overpriced snacks and pay attention for a moment, that would be fantastic. We expect to land at around 9:45, but with our pilot's flying skills, who knows? Maybe we'll just circle the airport for a bit longer because he thinks he's in a video game. And let's not even get started on
FSTraffic Alpha Sierra Romeo Alpha, we are on now final fairly.
So if you could all just buckle up and try to ignore the fact that our flight crew is probably on something stronger than coffee, we would really appreciate it. Thanks for flying with us today. Or should I say, thanks for enduring this flight. Oops, wrong.
Well, I'm not going to be anything stronger than coffee. It's too expensive by his own admission. It's the end of his shift. Oh, Jack, if you're at Gatwick, that's a long runway then, so... it would have to be terrible conditions at Gatwick for you to have to toga that. Andrew, I do not know what the route is tomorrow, I'm afraid. If you are in the VIP lounge, though, for the members, I do always put the route in ahead of time for if anyone wants to come and fly with us. We could potentially do a Lufthansa route tomorrow, just because it's their 100th anniversary today, isn't it? So we could do homage to the German airline. Always some good ATC in Germany as well. Mark, am I going to avenge myself at Vega? What's the weather like at the minute at Vega? How many years ago was that? I know that clip surfaces every now and again in the Discord server, doesn't it? It's the only time I've ever crashed live on stream. Oh no, that's a lie actually. There's a CRJ wrecked somewhere in Portugal. It's the only time I've ever crashed the 320 live on stream. I am looking forward to the nights getting brighter. Although I don't mind night flying in Flight Sim 24. Definitely prefer it to Flight
Newcastle
Sim
traffic Alpha
2020.
correction, Alpha Sierra Sierra Romeo Alpha, we're now short found runway 25 for our touch and go, Newcastle traffic.
Oh, that weather tonight, Mark, that looks far better than the time when we attempted it. Wasn't it something stupid? When we attempted it. It was ridiculous. Andrew, where are we? No idea. Bonnie, Scotland. That's as much as I know. We are about to start going down there now. So, descent and 200 blue. Down we go. Draconi says that the night lighting is much better now with some update 4. Well, yeah, this is true. Oh, Mark, did you have to post that? I don't even have to click into that to know what that is. We've got a nice headwind slowing us down on our arrival anyway, so that's fine. Sean, no auto throttle is, yeah, not great. I mean, there's plenty of aircraft don't have auto throttle, so. Alright, so just checking, yeah, should be straightforward. Do you know what, Mark? I haven't seen the CRJ crash in a long time. It would be interesting to try and recreate it, wouldn't it? Not in the CRJ though. My God, what's happening to the wind there? Anybody else see that? I'm sure it was blowing about 200... Oh, my word. Might just be as we're turning. Quick check to see if we've got any air traffic control knocking about. Sadly, I don't think we do. Never mind. Never mind. Andrew, I couldn't tell you where the best place at Newcastle is to watch aircraft. I mean, if you live on the flight path, then sounds like you're already in a decent place. Sean says, is there anyone like yourself who runs different ops for each of the different aircraft that you fly? For you, EasyJet, you're on the Fenix 320, Lufthansa fly-by-wire A320neo, and Loganair ATR flights. Do Lufthansa have A320neos? I didn't know that. I didn't know they did. I love seeing the KLM A320neos coming over now into Manchester. So my office here in the new house literally I am pointing towards all of the arrivals from the east into Manchester, and it is brilliant. Some days I hardly get any work done. I just sit and enjoy. Oh, Sean, you had to mention them. When will I be flying the BAE 146? Peter, never. I'm not good enough to fly that thing. Do you know what? I think that was my favourite looking aircraft after Concorde. I used to love the fact that it had 4 engines and it was such a diddy little jet. Thought I told the aircraft to descend faster than this. I mean, we're on profile anyway, but even so. I need to get another Airbus. I need to get an A350 stream in. I need to do an A380 stream. I love both those aircraft. They're just stunning. Although I find the A380 an absolute pain to try and fly and control on final. It's really difficult. Peter, oh my word. What? What are you doing? Are you still on the Christmas sauce? Peter has gifted another 10 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships to the community tonight. Peter, that is 30 in total this evening. That is absolutely insane, Peter. I mean, that is like 3 months worth of donations in one stream. I need to install IVAO. You amazing supporter, Peter. And for anyone who isn't aware and can't tell from his name, if you've ever got any questions about air traffic control, you need to ask that guy. As his job is now instructing new air traffic controllers. So there is nothing he can't teach you. What message have I got here? Looking stand 7 Alpha. When we get into Aberdeenshire. Right, let's just continue that descent down now to about 10,000 feet. In fact, no, do you know what we're going to do? We're now getting pretty close. I'm going to wind that down to 3,000 feet. So, yeah, 3,000 feet is now set. We've got local pressure QNH, 995 hectopascals, and 3,000 blue. Let's run the approach checklist. So, BRF QNH, just said 995 hectopascals. It's a little bit early, but actually we will get them on, so seatbelt signs on. And minimums are 420. Auto brake is medium. Engine motor selection is normal, and EFB is stowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Jim speaking. The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign, which means it's time for you to return to your seats and buckle up. The lavatories are now off limits, so if you were planning on making a quick pit stop, tough luck. I mean, who needs to use the restroom anyway, right? Just hold it in and enjoy the thrill of possibly peeing your pants while our pilot tries to land this flying tin can. So please, take your seats and prepare for what I can only assume will be an interesting approach to Aberdeen. Oops, wrong.
Kieran Harvey. Oh, he says that's weird hitting my voice back because he was controlling at Gatwick tonight. He was our Gatwick ground controller. Kieran, thank you for all the service you gave, not just to me, but for everybody else. We absolutely appreciate that. If Gatwick... VATSIM would be nothing without you guys. And apologies, I had to suddenly halt the taxi. I've been having real issues with my configurations in the hardware, and I took the parking brake off and suddenly realised that my engines were stuck at Toga. So quickly had to recalibrate those whilst we were there. That was the reason for my technical issue tonight. Buddy1, good evening. I can't help but wonder, how do you get the message on the MCDU telling you your assigned stand? So that is when flying on the VATSIM network into the UK. There's only the UK, I believe, that does this. So yeah, if you're flying into the UK, then that's how you get that done, and it's automatic. It's nothing that I do. Tracy Harrison, good evening, Tracy. Hope you're doing well. Says she just finished work, saw that we have a live stream on, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi. Happy New Year to you, Tracy. Hope you've had a good festive period. Right, let's pull manage speed. I'm just going to wind that up a little bit. I'm quite happy to now just get below that profile a little bit, because we are going to have to slow down and configure as well. Just having a quick look as well. We are tracking our flight tonight on Elvatex. So that was our departure. That was where my controls let me down and we completely skewed off the taxiway. Don't know if you noticed that, Kieran, by the way. Kieran says you can also log on to the UKCP website and request a sign. Can you? I did not know that. I did not know that. That's worth noticing. Flight all looks good, actually. Someone asked me which version of Aberdeen we were using. We're using the Aurora Scenery, according to this. And we're perfect for a nice straight-in approach. It's all pretty much set up for us, which is great. Famil and Praise, good evening to you on Twitch. Hope you're doing well. So you can just see we're holding that descent profile. I'm going to wind that up a little bit more. What I like to do is I like to just get beneath that profile a little bit, so that then by 10,000 feet we can reduce speed 250, then we can then start slowing down to green dot, flaps 1 by about 12 miles, that kind of thing. So yeah, Tony Hart 73 says, morning from Sydney, Australia, great flight so far, performing better than the English cricket team. Well, that's not exactly high praise for me, is it then? If that's the bar, then that's not very high. Family Prince, is the background music doubled? Don't think so, not to my knowledge. Although, anything could be happening tonight. There's a few things seem to be going wrong this evening. Craig, why Elvatex over Volanta? You've used neither, but would like to know my preference. Craig, I found that Elvatex was much lighter in terms of performance, that kind of thing. Just pop that into open descent. Yeah, it was lighter on performance and a little bit more intuitive. You know, I like, anyone that knows me and watches the streams knows, I like intuitive things because I'm too lazy to read. So yeah, that's basically the reason why, to be honest. Okay, so we'll get the anti-ice on. We'll about to start heading into the cloud. I don't use RARs. No, I think I had it for Flight Sim 20 or FSX, not Flight Sim 2020. I'm sure I had it for FSX many years ago. So we obviously reviewed the mini cockpit's mini overhead panel in a video yesterday. If you use mini cockpits setup, you have to get this. It's probably the best panel they've made. Feels fantastic. The detail, the attention to detail in such a microscopic area is insane. Really, really good. Speed 250, by the way. Just put on the LS button as well. Sorry, I'm just getting interrupted because we're hitting 10,000 feet. So we'll get the lights on and activate the approach phase. That's done. Yeah, so we reviewed that yesterday. Again, if you want to check that out, use the discount code Easyjet SimPilot if you're going to buy it, just because you'll save some money. So that's worth noting. And I've also got a brand new piece of hardware which I hope to review later this week, if not it'll be next week, and it is a set of screens which sit in front of your basically sit in front of your setup, because those screens are 1, 2, 3 and 4 all built in into one system. So really looking forward to showcasing that for you. So that should hopefully be either later this week. J-Hug says, have I tried to set intentions since that last update today? They've moved all their settings to the pilot portal. It's now a nightmare. Don't talk to me about settings today, J-Hug. I'm arguing with my flight simulator settings at the moment. Okay, I'm pushing for managed speed. India Alpha Bravo Delta is identified. Spoilers out. And let's start concentrating. Aberdeen traffic Easy 537 Echo is currently 20 miles to the south of Aberdeen for a straight-in approach, runway 34. Aberdeen traffic. Andrew, we should be down in about 15 minutes, I reckon. Jag, do I think it's worth buying the 319 and A321? It depends how much you like flying different variants of the Airbus and doing different things. The A319 is different. The A321, again, you've got much bigger range, and it's got some other intricacies as well. It depends how much you enjoy the Airbus, literally, and the different things that it brings along with it. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing. So you can see we're just sneaking underneath that glide path at the minute.
We are now starting our approach to Aberdeen Dice, and I just wanted to remind you that if you could please return to your seats and buckle up, that would be fantastic. Our esteemed pilot up front is probably trying to remember which button to press, so who knows how this landing will go.
Thanks for
If you could
that.
just hold on tight and pray to whatever deity you believe in, that would be great.
Okay, I've just tidied up that flight plan.
Just be our co-pilot snoring in the back. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the thrill of possibly peeing your pants while we try to land this flying tin can. Oops, wrong.
Activate the approach phrase. Approach mode, sorry. So, alt glide slope, lock blue, cat 3, dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Spoilers can now go away. We'll pull. And speed 180. Lock star. I think I've got eyes on the runway already, so that's that's a good start. But you can see there's a bank of rain or cloud or something literally just ahead of us. So glide slope star, that's now captured. Missed approach altitude 3,000 feet, so that's set. ZBTE Productions, this is 9 miles out, 3,000 feet. It's just so I knew I could gauge my descent to get the perfect glide slope capture, which we've got. Could be a bit of fog, David, yeah. Okay, flaps 2, speeds checked, flaps 2. We'll leave anti-ice on. Radar altimeter is alive. A reminder to go around to straight out climb 3000. Cabin crew seats for landing. ZBTE, you need to quickly, very quickly. Flight plan. Top left takes you to the fixers page. Can't do it at the moment because we're in the final approach. Takes you to the fixers page. You type in the runway identifier. So in this case it is Aberdeen, Echo Golf, Papa Delta, runway 34. And then you can add in a radius, you can add lines and all sorts. There are videos on the channel about it. Sorry, I'm literally at the worst possible time to try and explain that. Right, push for managed speed, flaps 3, speeds checked. Gear down. Aberdeen traffic easy, 537 Echo, 5 mile final, ILS, runway 34. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin is secured, go around altitude is 3,000 feet, ECA memo, landing no blue. I've got a sneaky suspicion. My twist axis is also controlling the rudder. That's not good. Oh, this is what happens when things get changed. I've knocked the rudder by mistake on my twist axis and that's just knocked us off course. Let's get back on that centre line. We'll pretend it was a wind gust. Of course, in real life, we don't really touch the rudder pedals till about 30 feet. It's not a Cessna. Stable. There's snow on the ground down there.
100 above.
That's a tall tree.
Minima.
Continue. Okay. Spoilers applied, reverse screen, decel. That was an unrealistic stopping distance. And vacate left. Okay, and now we taxi via Mike. Clean up the aircraft. That's off, that's off. That comes on. My controls are all over the place. You can see me squirreling around. Okay, clean that up, clean that up. Good. Right, let's see if we can make it to the gate without squirreling off a taxiway, shall we? Andrew, hopefully see you tomorrow for our stream tomorrow night, if you are around. Make sure, of course, that the weather radars are turned off so we don't fry the ground crew. So we are going to 7 Alpha. Do you know what I did do? I forgot to set up GSX for the arrival, didn't I? Fellow Easyjet aircraft is already there. Ian Fisher, good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. David, hopefully see you tomorrow as well, mate. Good evening to you. I actually can't turn my aircraft to the right. Don't think I've got the tiller set up, which is why that's difficult. Probably should slow down on this slippy surface today. Job done. Parking brake set. Fantastic. Well, even with horrific controllability tonight, which I will try and sort out before tomorrow, then oh, why didn't the APU start? Then yeah, fingers crossed, tomorrow night we shouldn't have the same sort of issues. Right, I am going to disconnect off VATSIM. We're going to enjoy the replay as we say good night to everyone this evening. I'll leave the engines running. I will pop all the lights back on. We'll blind the crew, the ground crew that is, and yeah, hopefully the replay will work. I'm not even sure. I've tried the replay since Sim Update 4 after a live stream, but we'll check it out anyway. See if it works or whether all the alarms go off. The alarms might go off, but then we'll just jump into the cabin and enjoy it that way. There we are. Fantastic. So that should do. So yeah, now on our Discord server we do have a streaming schedule, so be sure to check that out every week. We are back live tomorrow night with another flight, so make sure you join us then around the similar time. Until then, a massive thanks to Peter and Mark and everyone else who has contributed and helped support us during our flight this evening. Incredible support tonight, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, very generous, and really do support, really do appreciate it. And to all our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members, as always, a massive thank you. Looking forward to lots more streams now. This is our first one of 2026, and obviously, as whenever time allows, we will push forward and get more streams out and videos and content on the channel for hopefully all of you to enjoy. Have a great evening, everybody. And Darren, I use Sky Dolly for my replays, which we will enjoy with our arrival just now. Good night, everyone. See you all again very soon. Bye bye.